What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this one, folks, I want to talk about Chris Bassit's most recent comments and also Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Let's get into it. So Bassett was out yesterday and pitched in an absolute gem, right? 7 innings, 2 earned runs, just once again showing why he was an incredible signing and also showing the league that the Toronto Blue Jays, they have incredible pitching. And it really was the pitching yesterday that won the Blue Jays that game. I mean, 13 innings of just ridiculous baseball. Eventually, the Blue Jays walked away with the W, but there's no way that they ever would have had the pitching staff not been so elite. Either way, after that big W, Chris Bassett came out afterwards and said that we are the best pitching staff in the big leagues, and we play the best defense in the big leagues. I think the hitting side of it all and the story of our hitters not being great is just skewed. And listen, folks, I love that Chris Bassett is coming out here and having his guys back, but at the end of the day, that last comment there talking about the hitting side of things, it's just kind of not true. And I mean, if these Toronto Blue Jays want to go on a little bit of a run, because at the time of recording this video, they are in a wild card spot, guys. Never would have thought that that was going to happen after the Texas Rangers series, but the roller coaster freaking continues. But if they want to go on a run, then they're going to need to have their hitters just start to come up a lot more clutch, right? We got 13 games left against American League East opponents, and the pitching has been incredible. If it continues to be incredible, that's going to be great. But it can't take you 13 innings of baseball to score 4 runs. You know what I mean? Not against a Boston pitching staff that is the way that it is. I mean, we were dealing with the corpse of Chris Sale yesterday, and he was dicing us. So I love to hear that Chris Bassett is coming out and he's supporting his guys, but the hitting, it does need to get better if these Toronto Blue Jays want to make the wild card and hell, who knows, go on a little bit of a freaking run. The one thing that I will say, though, to combat all of that is Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Whoa, time for your daily Betway breather. A quick reminder that the best place to bet is on Betway. Must be 19 years of age or older to play. In collaboration with iGaming Ontario, please bet responsibly. Now, back to the content.
Vladdy, as we know, has been having a pretty underwhelming season up until this point. And I mean, in that Texas series, like, the guy, he just looked lost. You know, he was swinging at stuff a foot outside the zone. He was swinging at stuff that was in the other batter's box, right? And everybody on Twitter was just clawing their eyes out watching these at-bats. But overnight, apparently, something has just shifted. Since Boston has come into town and this series has started, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has looked like a completely different hitter. I mean, he's got a home run in his last 3 games. He's hitting everything right now. The approach just looks so much more sound. The guy's got an OPS over 1, and he is a massive reason why the Toronto Blue Jays have 2 wins in this series up until this point. And this is just something that the Toronto Blue Jays have missed all season long, right? We need to have that pop. We need to have that power. You look over at Atlanta, and they got like multiple dudes with over 30 home runs, and the Toronto Blue Jays, we don't even have one, and it just makes such a difference in the game, right? So if Guerrero is finding his stroke right now, if he is finding that power, that run-producing stroke in the middle of that lineup, that is going to be a just huge difference maker in this 13-game stretch that the Toronto Blue Jays are on. And who knows, man, if he's getting hot right now and we do make postseason, watch the hell out. Either way, folks, after a very depressing series against the Texas Rangers, the Toronto Blue Jays have once again found themselves in a pretty favorable spot. I mean, we got half the game on Seattle right now, 1 more game left in this Boston Red Sox series. They have 1 more game left against the LA Dodgers. And when we look at the playoff odds, we're all the way back in this, folks. You know, you're looking at Texas and you're looking at Seattle. Their odds actually don't look as good as ours, and it's because they play each other for 7 freaking games. So somebody's gonna need to take some L's there, and the Toronto Blue Jays, we are once again in a position where we control our own destiny. So please, for the love of God, boys, let's make it happen. But folks, let me know what you think about all this in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, go Jays go.